Michael Jordan's respect for the game has always extended beyond gender lines, as seen in his support for women's basketball through various Charlotte Hornets initiatives and his broader efforts to promote the sport at all levels. It's worth asking what specifically caught Jordan's eye during Caitlin Clark's remarkable rookie season. The answer likely lies in elements of her playing style and competitive mindset that resonate with someone who deeply understands the psychological demands of basketball excellence. Jordan's basketball philosophy has long emphasized mental toughness, clutch performance, and the rare ability to elevate teammates while maintaining individual brilliance qualities Clark has consistently demonstrated throughout her college and professional career. Similarly, Larry Bird's legendary success stemmed from elite shooting, court vision, and a cerebral approach to the game that allowed him to dominate despite lacking elite athleticism. His 37.6% career shooting from beyond the arc, and his knack for delivering in pressure moments set a standard few have matched. The parallels between Bird and Clark are striking. Both possess exceptional three-point shooting, a knack for playmaking, and a fierce competitive edge that surfaces in big moments. Clark's college performances, filled with deep, seemingly impossible shots and game-changing passes, often mirrored the clutch brilliance that defined Bird's career. Caitlin Clark's shooting range extends well beyond the traditional three-point line, often pulling up from distances that would be considered poor shot selection for most players, but for her, they're high-percentage opportunities due to her exceptional shooting ability. Some observers, including legal and sports experts, speculate whether Larry Bird's admiration for Clark reflects a recognition of a kindred spirit, another player who understands that true basketball success is rooted in preparation, precision, and the ability to make smart decisions under pressure. It raises the question of whether Bird sees elements of his own game reflected in Clark's style and competitive mindset. Meanwhile, Stephen Curry revolutionized basketball by proving that three-point shooting could be the foundation of an entire offensive system rather than just a complementary skill. His career, marked by a 42.6% three-point shooting percentage and a limitless shooting range, redefined what constitutes a good shot and influenced how the game is played and taught across all levels. The parallels between Curry's influence and Clark's deep-range shooting create one of the most compelling storylines in modern basketball. While Clark mirrors many of Curry's traits, including shot creation and long-range efficiency, she also brings a more complete all-around game with notable playmaking and rebounding abilities. In college, she regularly sank shots from distances that even Curry might consider excessive, yet maintained impressive efficiency. Analysts note that Curry's transformation of the game opened the door for players like Clark, whose skill set may have once been viewed as unorthodox or gimmicky, to be celebrated. This evolution highlights a shift in basketball philosophy, one that values shooting and skill development over rigid positional roles. The broader basketball community has taken notice, especially as legends like Jordan, Bird, and Curry speak about Clark's impact. Their endorsements carry immense weight, not just as praise, but as a signal of a deeper recognition of excellence. Jordan, in particular, continues to shape basketball culture through his competitive legacy, business ventures, and keen eye for talent, making his acknowledgement of Clark even more significant as the game continues to evolve across gender lines. Larry Bird's reputation for honest assessment and his willingness to praise opponents who demonstrate exceptional skill make his opinions especially valuable in understanding how elite players recognize talent in others. His post-playing career as a coach and executive has further sharpened his insight into what defines true basketball excellence. Meanwhile, Stephen Curry's ongoing career and leadership role in today's NBA provide him with a modern perspective on how the game has evolved and which skills are most critical in the current era. His deep understanding of shooting mechanics and offensive systems allows him to uniquely appreciate what makes players like Caitlin Clark so effective. The impact of endorsements from legends like Jordan, Bird, and Curry extends far beyond individual recognition. It influences how women's basketball is perceived by casual fans, media outlets, and potential sponsors. When icons of this magnitude acknowledge excellence in the women's game, they add legitimacy and credibility that can significantly accelerate the sport's growth. Commercially, this recognition can lead to increased endorsement opportunities, expanded media coverage, and greater fan engagement opportunities that might not arise without validation from basketball royalty. In the business of sports, credibility from respected figures often opens doors to new audiences and markets. Clark's rookie season gains even more significance when viewed through the lens of historical basketball greatness. Her ability to immediately impact team success while achieving outstanding individual statistics reflects a rare combination that naturally draws admiration from players who achieve similar feats during their own legendary careers. The cultural impact of endorsements from legends like Jordan, Bird, and Curry reflects a significant shift in how basketball talent is recognized. highlighting that excellence transcends gender and exists at all levels of the sport. In previous generations, such cross-gender recognition was rare, making these acknowledgments especially meaningful in the context of the sport's evolution. This recognition raises important questions about how it might influence the next generation of basketball players, particularly in terms of skill development and the growing emphasis on shooting and basketball IQ over traditional athletic attributes. Caitlin Clark's technical strengths, including her shooting mechanics, court vision, and competitive intensity, mirror the foundational skills that each of these legends built their careers on. Despite having played in different eras under different conditions, women's basketball has also evolved, with rule changes and strategic innovations, such as the increased emphasis on the three-point shot and pace of play, creating a landscape where players like Clark can fully maximize their skill sets. The rise of advanced basketball training programs and the broader education surrounding the sport have produced athletes capable of performing at levels that previous generations may not have imagined. Clark's shooting ability and overall development are testaments to these advancements. Additionally, the international influence on basketball has played a crucial role in shaping the modern game, introducing new styles and training methods that have reshaped how American players, both men and women, approach development and competition. Technological advancements in basketball analysis and training have given today's players access to tools for improvement that were unavailable to previous generations, and Caitlin Clark's development clearly reflects the benefits of these innovations, highlighting the growing opportunities for skill-based excellence. At the same time, the media landscape surrounding basketball has evolved dramatically, providing women's basketball players with greater visibility and the chance to earn recognition from legends of the game, opportunities that were far less common in the past. Social media and expanded sports coverage have enabled elite players to acknowledge and support one another across leagues and levels of competition, while increased television and streaming access has made women's basketball more visible to broader audiences, including iconic figures who might not have had regular exposure to the women's game in earlier decades. This enhanced visibility fosters more frequent and meaningful recognition from established basketball legends. Additionally, the business side of modern basketball promotes cross-promotion and mutual acknowledgement, with endorsement deals and marketing collaborations incentivizing positive relationships between star athletes across different segments of the sport. Looking ahead, the recognition Clark has received from players like Jordan, Bird, and Curry signals strong potential for continued growth in women's basketball and a deeper integration of the sport into the broader global basketball community. This kind of validation could have a profound impact on everything from youth participation to professional investment in women's basketball. The precedent set by recognition from legends like Jordan, Bird, and Curry may shape how future women's basketball stars are embraced by the broader basketball community, potentially making such endorsements more common as the sport continues to grow in popularity and quality. Young athletes witnessing this acknowledgement may be inspired to pursue similar paths, influencing how they develop their skills and redefining their understanding of what constitutes basketball excellence. Regardless of gender or league affiliation, the broader implications point toward long-term shifts in how talent is recognized and nurtured. As basketball evolves into a sport that increasingly values skill, intelligence, and competitive drive over purely physical attributes, players like Caitlin Clark have the opportunity to serve as powerful role models for future generations. If you're as inspired by these legendary endorsements as we are, be sure to like this video and share your thoughts in the comments. What does it mean when basketball royalty like Jordan, Bird, and Curry recognize greatness in women's basketball? How crucial is this kind of validation for the sport's future? We want to hear your take on how these iconic voices might reshape the game forever. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss our deep dives into basketball excellence and the players who are redefining what's possible on the court.